Hello everyone, hello! Cesare here with more Mass Effect. We left off yesterday after finishing off a bunch of little... well, let's go in here and I'll take a look. So, we explored a bunch of planets in a variety of galaxies, Edelus being the last one we checked out. We still got a few more to look at in this particular galaxy, in the Sparta solar system. But we went through a bunch of them. We got some side quests done. We checked out some derelict spaceships. One had a guy who was, well, unfortunately, he was being kept alive on life support, but his brain was no longer active. So, and I guess his lover or friend or someone who cared about him deeply went insane and killed everyone to try and keep him alive, despite the fact that he was kind of already dead. So that was interesting. We dealt with a hostage situation. We got a new crewmate in Liara. It's pretty good. Now we're heading to Pharos, but we're checking out planets along the way as per usual. Altaia is an unusually large terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of methane and ammonia. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of sandstone and other sedimentary rocks, with deposits of iron and chlorides. Judging by the sedimentary composition of the crust, it appears that Altaia once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid. What cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. It's got an 18.1 orbital period, a day length of 47.2 Earth hours, so it spins almost half as fast as Earth. Malka is a large hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inward, past the orbit of Altaia and Aeolus, and eventually settle into the inner belt. Malka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most only last a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down into the atmosphere, or ripped apart by tidal forces and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. Got an orbital period of 39.1 Earth years and a 17.7 Earth hour day. Yeah. Games of Mord has detected a large concentration of hydrogen. Well, it is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, so that doesn't surprise me. It says it has extensive rings, but I don't actually see any, so that's interesting. But yeah, this planet, I guess, would be one that you'd want to stay away from if you were a pilot, just in general. CJ, hello! Alsages! Small, distant Alsages is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water, ice, and calcium, with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarium Elium Rempera was caught with his frigate Tunaran, grounded on Alsages for drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Rampara refused to surrender. The Tunaran was destroyed attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Orbital period 73.8 Earth years. Day length 23.3 hours. So roughly the same length of time as Earth. It's got a surface temperature of minus 193 Celsius. Sucks. Games Web have detected small deposits of plutonium. Cool. How you doing, CJ? It is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. And that's it for the Artemis Tau cluster. Alright. I don't remember, is Vermeer like an actual place we need to go, or...? Pizza pockets? I want pizza pockets! Sounds good. Do we want to do Exodus cluster? Let's do Pharos before we go to the Exodus cluster. And then we'll do Exodus, or Asteroid X-57. I don't know when we're supposed to do Pinnacle Station, so I'll have to ask people who know the DLC. And when do we do Vermeer? Is that after Ferris or before? I don't know. There's a Voyager cluster real quick, though. Alright, so there is one major solar system within the Voyager cluster. I had some pizza pockets the other day. They were pretty good.
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up.
Hey,
In the
dudes.
First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission complete burst from one of them.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology.
Hello,
The
Arena.
probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
I understand this must be handled, but I don't have anyone trained to deal with this sort of thing, sir.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
It's in the Voyager cluster. That's the opposite side of the Alliance from Turian space. How did it get there?
I don't know. It's possible someone recovered it safely and brought it there. It's also possible it got very badly lost. It could have been wandering the relay network since the war.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral. And we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck.
Anyway, hello, Arena. How you guys doing today? Dudes, how's your Wednesday going? DJ, what do you got planned for the week? Arena, it's almost the end of the week. Age Binium is a small terrestrial world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. The planet has sufficient mass to contain a much thicker atmosphere. Much of it has been blasted away. The red giant, Amazon, is a long-period variable star, currently at the nadir of a 16-year cycle. At peak, its energy output doubles, lashing into Binium with intense heat and radiation. The crust is mainly composed of aluminum, with deposits of tin. Most of the surface is coated with fine silicate dust, which easily penetrates the small cracks to foul machinery. 1.8 Earth years, 42.1 Earth hours, minus 72 degrees Celsius. Wait, minus 72, alright. Oh, that's where Superman was born. Hey, Sane! Soma QZ! Call me Joe, you're Joe! And it has to be a red giant. It does. Remember, we discussed this last night. Alright, let's see who we're bringing, guys. 13. Well, okay, Ashley. We're not rolling a 13 again. 18. And Rex. Okay. Well, it would have been the same either way if it was 13 or 18. First planet I check in the Voyager cluster is this red planet. Get the clone gel. Time for the Clone Wars. Anyway, how you guys doing? What's going on, Zoma? Lions, home and bacon, debris, and anomaly. Alright, well. Yeah, this. Let's hit the sick jump over here. Way too hot here? Yeah, it's pretty hot here today, too, for where I am. Not nearly as hot as you, I know. But, yeah. This looks like Thresher Maw territory. What was that sound? Why do I hate it? You don't know what you'll do this weekend? You've been trying to catch up some anime recordings on your DFR, so maybe more of that? Hey, that's pretty good. Take some time, catch up on your anime. I've been catching up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns. I'm getting more interested in it now, finally. I had to go and swap to watching the English dub just because it's easier for me to multitask.
That's the source of the signal.
This smells.
Yeah, this thing didn't crash. Somebody moved it here.
There's a nuclear weapon down there. We can't abandon it. Just stay on guard.
Right.
Fire Force? I don't think I've heard of that one. Tell me about it. Share with me your knowledge of your animes. Hey look, another mine shaft that has the same layout as the previous ones. Oh look, same opening. This one has water in it, though. A collapsed rock. But a kid whose parents were lost in a house fire and then received special powers? Man, why can't I receive special powers? If I had special powers, I'd just fart a lot. I'd want Kungala's powers from Mazda Hunt.
That was a detonator. Someone just screwed us.
Shepard, at last.
You have me at a disadvantage.
My name is Ilanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
I don't study the internal politics of pirate bands.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed! I was ruined when your kind held against the Blitz. What better way to recover my reputation than by eliminating the first human spectre?
It doesn't have to be like this, Halliot.
Empty words from a dead man. Goodbye, Shepard.
Right?
Now what?
We've got air and light, and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
There's no time to get out. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. Okay, well. Okay, that was hard. Alright. We made that look difficult. That's saying you're having really bad luck with boss fights. Guys, you gotta join us in. You gotta help him out. He's gotta live through some of these. I'll take a look at it and see. I failed you, Assane. The fuck am I? Oh. Okay. Did it teleport my tank over here? What the fuck? Oh, they took my tank. Interesting. Well, they won't mind if I take it. You will beat technical difficulty. You're studying the meta of this. I respect the solo build. Oh, I see. He just wanted my tank. I understand. Elliot went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. A pity it ended like this. For him, at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has a re-established connection with the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. Again, why did he give me an exit
Moving out.
at all? Didn't drop anything either. What the fuck? That's alright. I probably should have killed him outside the Mako now that I said it, but whatever. Yeah, he's like, I've trapped you down here, but there is a backdoor exit you can. Alright, let's go up and get that debris. That's a good start. Just defusing a nuclear weapon right off the bat. Anyway, guys, it's the middle of the week. What do you got planned? Soma, I didn't get a chance to stick around too much to watch your games last night. It was busy, but glad I could stop in and keep you in the background. Did you get many wins in? It looks like you were having trouble with that one guy when your tank pushed your sniper into the enemy. Oh, my electronic skill is too low for this one. No electronics from me, then. Instead of getting wins when you change decks? Good. Sometimes a little change of pace is all you need. Alright. Got here. Terrain insignia recovered. The body is a long way away from anything and appears to have been here for quite some time. On the body of the is a book of drawings, including one of the Siglar outpost insignia. Well, it sucks to be that, dude. Okay, we're gonna go back down there with the proper electronics. I forget who was trained in electronics, so I think we're gonna bring Callie? Garrus? Oh, that's... I think Tally's trained in electronics. It's just to get the debris field, guys, and then we're gonna go back. Then we're gonna leave again. Normally I'd leave it, but it's really easy to get there. This planet's not that big. Look, it starts me down there. Let's drive up the mountains today. Your scrap deck doesn't do well in higher ranks. Yeah, well, I guess that's a good thing in a way. It makes you up your game and figure things out better, right? What worked in lower ranks may not work in the higher ranks, because people will figure out ways to deal with them. And I noticed at the beginning of that game you couldn't, you could basically get by just being completely aggressive. Are you getting to the point where you no longer are able to just win through pure aggression? Alright, we'll just drive vertically like that, that's fine. Alright, we should be good now, right? Okay, so we got a fusion explosion and incendiary round. Okay. Don't know if that was worth it, but we got 55 EXP out of it, so let's return to our Normandy and get out of here. The higher you rank up, the more spells, less controls being played. Yeah. But, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. This means you gotta adapt and prove that you are superior. Prove that you are the pirate you are. Outplay them. Play the long game, Soma. Fart in their general directions. Denusia is an enormous terrestrial world, nearly twice the size of Earth. Its environment is similar to that of Mars, arid and a mix of craggy basalt highlands and sand-scoured deserts of iron laced with silicate dust. Denusia's atmosphere mainly consists of carbon dioxide and argon, but the planet's mass is great enough that measurable amounts of helium and even molecular hydrogen remain trapped in its atmosphere. The planet's gravity well is deep enough that it has collected nearly a dozen small satellites. Most captured asteroids, its surface is scarred by mainly large impact craters, marking the final resting place of other captured asteroids. Yeah, I did. They don't have a lot on their website, actually. They have a few games and such, but their website's really slow, and they don't have any of the figures. They just have their Funko Pops. I don't collect those. Sunedma is the second of the Amazon system's arid superterrestrial worlds. It is considered less dense than its neighbor Denusia, and has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron-laced silicates and deposits of sulfur. 6.2 Earth years, 44.7 hour days, and it's a solid minus 108 Celsius. While scanning this planet, you detect a small deposit of polonium. Cybin. Small rock and ice planet, Cybin has an extremely thin atmosphere of hydrogen sulfide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates with deposits of iron. Cybin's crust contains significant deposits of green serpentine, a mineral formed by volcanic activity. This suggests Cybin was a more geologically active world in the distant past. 15.1 Earth years, 62.6 Earth hours, minus 169 Celsius surface temperature. Turian insignia discovered. While scanning the planet Cybin, you discover a large mine grid in Geosyn's orbit. With help from Navigator Presley, your recon team recovered a small unmanned probe marked with the Kadim Outpost insignia. Yeah, it definitely looks unfinished, so it has the potential to be a good site. Mars is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane and nitrogen in its upper atmosphere. It's got 33.4 Earth-year orbital period and a day length of 12.5 hours. Asane, how do you feel about a planet having a day length of 12.5 hours? Scans more detected a large concentration of nitrogen. Well, that's it for the Voyager cluster, guys. I think I've checked Gemini Signal before. Yeah, okay, that was Ming and Han. We've been there. But let's go to Attic and Beta. We'll explore the Hercules solar system first, and then we'll go to the next one. The workday's still 8 hours. Fuck that.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Of course.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attic and Beta cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
I have a question. If the Normandy is supposed to be like stealth, how are they scanning me in any particular sector? Alaska's the land of the midnight sun? It's true. Zathoran is a small rock planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur and deposits of boron. It's got an orbital period of 9.5 years, a day length of 64.9 hours. What if there was a planet with a day length of 64.9 hours, Asane? But its surface temperature is 380 to 88 degrees Celsius. You know. That's good, I guess. Cyanide. Proximity of the energetic star Hercules causes constant blue and violet aurorae inside its nitrogen and argon atmosphere. During periods of increased solar flares, the aurorae are bright enough to be to read by on the surface, and can be seen with off-the-shelf optics from a distance of several AU. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of magnesium with deposits of iron. A surprising variety of simple carbon-based life flourishes in a complex network of cave systems that wind through the crust, protected from Hercules' heat and radiation. 0.4 Earth years and 67 Earth hours. Surface temperature is 523 degrees. Problem is they use Celsius? What? Why? That's way better measurement than Fahrenheit. Would you prefer they use Kelvin? While scanning Cyanide, you discovered a large debris field of geosynchronous orbit. Chief Engineer Adams conducted several detailed sweeps of the area and detected a few items of interest, including a legal one medallion encased in lead molding. But 13 and 14 degrees are the same temperature, basically. Warning, level 1 toxic hazard. Elitania appears to be a world emanating suited for colonization, sadly. Appearances are deceiving. It is discovered by a verdant carpet of mosses, algae, and lichen. This is a thick, oxygenated atmosphere, but the animal kingdom is a web of microscopic symbiotic creatures. These are impossible to filter from the air and necessary for the native life to thrive. Unfortunately, they also cause anaphylactic shock when inhaled by non-native life. In short, settlement requires either fully sealed environment suits or a replacement of the entire world's ecosystem. Some have proposed limited colonization at altitudes above the symbiote's range, or in an area where favorable winds keep the air clear. Celsius sucks for weather. I don't know. I think it suits its purpose. 20 tally. Wait, no. 20 is not good. We need to not bring tally. 7. Okay. Ashley. Okay. I want to bring Ashley. And 12. Yeah, I miss I forgot we had Leone. So we had to re-roll a 20 when we have 6. I re-roll 19 and 20s, when we have 6 people. But yeah, that was my mistake. Hmm. I can go over there. That's what. Anyways, I didn't level up, did I? Oh shit. Oh, I did level up. Okay. You're working on first aid and... Okay, she's working on first aid and fitness, I think you guys said? Or do you guys want me to put it somewhere else? That's weird. It shouldn't be. Yeah, do you guys want me to go fitness or pistols or sniper rifles? Oh, the first one's good. Okay. Oh, snipes? Alright. There we go. Yeah, she's going first aid already, but we put a second. If she has 2 points, we put them into another. Alright, you're not. Come on, we can do it. Two pistols just so it's an option if the AI is down. This is the best. I'm glad we took this route. Bet you knew he started streaming today. You guys are like, is Sasori gonna go off-roading? The answer is yes. Yes, he is. CJ, what were your thoughts on the Mako in this game? Did you enjoy these parts? What's that planet I'm seeing from space? Oh, what's this? The Prothean Ruin! Well, Liara's gonna love this. That I just destroyed. Got it. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregularly shaped slot on the underside of the surface. It looks like it would fit some kind of oddly shaped key or trinket. Where or not such an object could be found is a mystery you are unlikely to ever solve. Been years since you played this? That's okay. Hang on a sec. Can't see what that says. You had said the goal today was to do off-roading. I'd expect 4 hours of talking and 15 minutes of off-roading at 4 p.m. Just put your dick in it? Hey, you guys got defeated by the Obliterator. Did nobody join you for a boss fight again? To be fair, expecting you to defeat Black Trife in a battle when he is donning his Obliterator outfit, that's asking a lot. Hussein, are you trying to say that I never get anything done in the games I play? I'll have you know that I beat at least 1 game a month. You're right. You're right. Like the flippy floppy on Mako. You only got about halfway, then oh look, that was sick. We ended exactly how we planned. I thought we were gonna tumble a lot more, but nope. We got exactly how we wanted. This also looks like Thresher Maw territory. Whenever I get to like a big open area like this, I'm like, fuck. Because, like, it looks like a field for a Thresher Maw. What is this? This looks like... What's this? What's this? A downed probe.
This is the surveillance drone, but where's the data module?
A monkey-like creature seems to have made off with the data module.
Guess we're doing this the hard way.
Sure. Go to the monkey. Good. I was worried we wouldn't have to deal with monkeys today. It is a legit concern I have.